How do you naturally get your mind to the proper level of motivation? Many people think about how to raise self-confidence. If you take college students and school students, they have a problem in taking their self-confidence to the biggest scale. Many people ask how to develop self-confidence. Not to me, but many people are conducting researches how to have self-confidence. The idea of developing the passion in doing something will not come to a person in just a snap of a time. It is a kind of a habit. You know. People say that it takes 21 days for making an ordinary task as a habit. I don't believe in that. I of course say that to the students, but I don't properly believe in that because there are some things which I have tried for 21 days which have not come as habit in my life. So it takes a little bit of a longer period for being so much habitual in something. How do you look into your life and what kind of insight that you have towards the problems you are facing in your life? We all have stories. We really have stories. Our families have brought lots of stories. When you were a kid, when you were a boy or a girl, people were expecting you to understand the basic story of the family. Our family is like this, our family is like that. Nobody in the family has ever done this. Nobody in the family has never been into this particular scenario. You are also supposed to be like that. Likewise, we have got our personal stories, and that story has to be broken. That's point number one. Your individual family story has to be broken. If you're so much sentimentally attached with your family story, I don't think your leadership is going to be extremely different from the others. Your leadership is something that is out of your residence. Your leadership is something that you are exploring in the external world, not in the internal world. Yes, of course, the outer things are the reflection of the inner things, speaking on a very spiritual basis, but your leadership stance is only outside the residence mostly. I mean, if you are a housewife, you are a leader. You are actually looking into your family, you are taking care of your children, you are exerting leadership over your children, you are exerting leadership over your family. If you are a professional, you are a leader. No, I don't have a title. As Robin Sharma uses to say, leadership is all about leading without title. You might be a leader as well in your workstation. Maybe you are just one among the junior subordinates of a particular team, but you are a leader inside. If you don't think that, then in the future you are not going to get that title as well. It's as simple as that. If you are a businessman, you are a leader actually, because the moment you have decided that you are an entrepreneur, you are a leader, because business is for gladiators, it is not for the general-hearted people. If you are a college student, you are a leader, because no other people are facing the challenges than the college people these days, because they are supposed to be into a project, they are supposed to visit the companies for their project, they are supposed to visit plenty of workstations for looking for some internship, job opportunities, apprenticeship. Likewise, if you're a school student, still you are a leader, because school students are finding the environment very tough these days, and with the volatile changes in the education system, school students are also feeling very stressed. So everybody is a leader inside, but our ego wants somebody else to call us as a leader. Our ego wants somebody else to fix a tag to our name that we are a leader. And when you are getting out of that particular thinking, then you are going to really make lots and lots of achievements in your life. So my question is, what are you going to do for breaking your individual stories that are attached in your family? I mean, your family has been giving lots of stories. I mean, no offenses to the family, no offenses to the sentiments that you are having in the family, no offenses to the customs you have in your family, but how are you going to break it? Because if you're not breaking the pattern, you are going to be stuck up in the same level. So there are three things that you need to take care of. Point number one, what is the current meaning that you give for something that is happening in a situation? If an accident has happened, what is the meaning that you are attaching to that accident? If a turmoil has happened, what is the meaning that you have attached to the turmoil? If a debate that has been happening between the friend circuit and you friends, what is the meaning that you are attaching to that debate? Okay, so if you are having a kind of a devastation, if you are having a kind of conflicting thought or conflicting kind of behaviors in the recent times, what's the meaning that you give? Because every time the meaning that you are attaching to what is happening around you is what is going to take you to the further level. So the first one that you can have control over is the meaning that you attach to what happens. Second one, What is the action that you are going to take based upon the thing that has happened? The what do I focus on? What do I really have to take action towards? What do I really have to venture upon right now? Now that this has happened, what do I have to do? That's called as the focus. So the second thing is, what is the action that you are going to focus on? What is the thing that you are going to focus, or what is the course of actions that you are going to focus? So the first one is the meaning, second one is the focus, and the third one is the level of persistence you are going to have. Maybe the action, the new action that you are going to take is going to fail. You're going to flunk in the new action. So what is the persistence? What is the level of persistence you are going to have? Whom are you going to take as examples or role models for taking the new forms of actions? If you are failing, what is that one thing that is going to drive you towards? What is that one thing that is going to push you forward? You are pushed forward by something. Right now, you are pushed forward for something. I mean, the reason why you are listening or watching this video is something that has pushed you towards this. The current decision that you had taken this morning at 10 o'clock earlier, something has pushed you to take a decision. So what is the driving force that you have that is pushing you towards what you are doing right now? So I want you to take care of these three things. So the profound thing is breaking the limited individual story that your family has been giving and coming out of the rut. That's where you are starting your leadership journey. And the next three things that you need to focus upon is, when something happens around you, what is the meaning you are attaching to that particular happening? The second one is, what action you are going to focus immediately for taking you out of that particular problem. And the third one is, what is the level of persistence you are going to imbibe within yourself when you are taking this kind of a new dimension of thinking. So understand this meaning attached to what is happening, that really has made plenty of difference in plenty of people's lives. It might make a difference in your life also. Think about it. The meaning, action to be focused, and the level of persistence.